Alright, and welcome back for round 3. Looks like we're going to be up against this guy, King Feeble. He has yet to drop a match, so it's going to be a tough one. And I'm guessing he has some kind of a combo deck, because his wins have been fairly mixed. Up to 13 minutes in some other games, and he had one round who won in 4 minutes. So, to wait and see. The deck has been running well. I've been pretty happy with how I've been going. Have a little look here. So I've got the blue-white stuff deck. Can't be too unhappy, really heavy on the 3 drops. First half white weenies, second half blue control. It's been an interesting few rounds. So far we've been happy to bribery a Emrakul and get True Name Nemesis down with some swords. Haven't come up against too much opposition, to be honest. Our opponents weren't too troublesome. We've lost the die roll for the first time in this queue. Let's see what King Feeble has for us. Okay, so we have land and spells, so it's hard to pass, particularly with True Name Nemesis, because that is just going to be a clock. It's, 6 odd turns. So we're going to keep. What can you do? We draw a sword. That's going to be incredible with True Name Nemesis. We got some top end here, and I can suspend Riftwing early on. Alright. Elf. And we've got a sword and a green sword as well. Oh, they both have protection from green, and our opponent's running that. So this is good. We're going to get True Name followed by Sword of Feast and Famine. Something like Mana Crypt would just be ideal, allowing us Stoneforge Mystic. Okay, so he also has access to some swords, I imagine. Let's see what we get. Lightning Greaves. That's worrying, to be honest. Lightning Greaves and not a sword of some sort. So he's not going for a long game. He's got something he wants to put down, and it's going to kill us pretty damn quickly. It's going to come down with haste. So I can only think of things like Lightsteel Colossus, some kind of Eldrazi. Let's suspend here. So the plan is True Name, Sword of Feast and Famine. Okay, so he's worried about a counterspell, because it's Batterskull, and giving it haste, so he's going to come in pretty hard, pretty fast. But that's alright. We can deal with that. True Name Nemesis will take care of that. He's going to get a little bit of a head start on us. But True Name will protect, and when Sword of Feast and Famine comes down, it's going to make his life pretty difficult. At some point here I'm going to be able to bounce the Germ Token. We've got the double sword lines. Okay. True Name coming down, picking our opponents here. So the nice thing about this is it actually prevents the damage. when I block the germ token. So even if he attacks, the germ token doesn't deal any damage, he doesn't gain any life. If he wants to swing in, look, I'm going to take out Stoneforge Mystic and Riftwing here can come down in a couple of turns. Riftwing just bounce the germ. Make his life a little bit difficult. He's got to pick up like all this stuff. I can't bounce the germ because Lightning Greaves, obviously. I just need to hold out here. I think Bribery is probably going to be solid here. Interesting that he puts it on that, because why am I going to kill that? Natural Order is perhaps something that comes down. Glenelender is not really what we need right now. Of the swords, I think the first one I want to hit with is Sword of Body and Mind, if I get hit. So I need to get lands to get that Bribery up. That's what I need. So I'm going to Jace, and we're going to draw a card. Play that tapped. So I can't equip it right now anyway. So I figure there's not a lot of point. If he wants to swing in the Avacyn's Pilgrim, I'm not going to block it. It's a 16 turn clock. So next turn, I'm thinking we want to find a land for Bribery, because he's obviously got something scary he wants to cheat into play with that Pattern of Rebirth. If we don't find a land, it's probably going to be Glenelender, because that allows me to get one of my guys in the air. Both chairs, yeah, sure, okay. Block here. So the question now becomes, do I tick up, giving my opponent a card, just keeping Jace around? It's being a bit of a distraction at the moment, which is nice. Of course, this comes down. Bounce Avacyn's Pilgrim. So your Pattern of Rebirth can go away. I think I want to keep Jace, so we're each going to draw. Didn't get the land we need. So what can we do? Couple of options. We can get a sword down and start smacking in with Riftwing, which is probably the way to go. Yeah, I don't see any reason not to just do that. I want sort of Feast and Famine, because it allows me to untap my mana next turn. We averted the Pattern of Rebirth issue. I still think if I hit a land, it's going to be Equip Sword, attack. So if we hit a land, we go Sword of Body and Mind. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Sword of Feast and Famine. I still need to hit the land for Bribery because the untap doesn't work for me. But if we hit the land, we go sword, play the other sword, equip them both, and start smacking in the untap for Bribery. That Pattern of Rebirth tells me that Bribery is definitely going to hit something. But with 2 draws with Jace, assuming Jace survives, we should be okay to hit a land. Four mana, what has he got? Hopefully it's something like Polucrinus. Natural Order, that's a problem. Nothing I can do about that. I did call the natural order when the pattern of rebirth came down. I'm pretty sure it's something like Terrastodon. Kill the sword, kill Jace, knock over something like his signet. That'll cause some issues. Sword of Body and Mind still my best play next turn. He's thinking about it. It can't be Progenitus because my last opponent had Progenitus. So I think Terrastodon or Woodfall Primus are the two things that I'm most concerned about. Yeah. I don't know why it took him that long to figure out that Terrastodon was the correct play. Okay, just taking the 2, not 3. Interesting. Just doesn't want to take out his own signet. I probably would have taken the signet, but I'll have 2 elephants. A land still is my best draw. Get land, put it on Riftwing Cloudskate, and start milling him out. Oh, you can swing, mate. Come on in. True Name is ready to block. He is not going to attack. So, we hit the land. Excellent. Now, a couple of options present themselves. I think Sword of Body and Mind is the correct line. The question is, do I bribery here? He's tapped out, so I think the best line is just get Sword of Body and Mind down. Gives me another blocker. Does all of those good things. So, we're going to play the sword. He's F6'd, so he's not going to be doing any shenanigans. And we just send that in. Yeah, it's a tough call. I don't know if bribery is the right choice or not, but I'm just going to get his deck flipped over. The faster I get that happening, the faster I'm going to win. So let's send it back. Archangel of Thune is in the graveyard, and Deranged Hermit, so a couple of other decent targets. At this point, with 14 cards left, I'm going to go for the bribery. He is fast running out of options and is on a 2-turn clock. So leveling up your elf isn't going to help you. Yeah, less good. Certainly less good. It's possible that I just ignore bribery and go for the win, to be honest. Glen Elendra helps lock up any shenanigans he could play. So I think my line to victory is just mill him out. I want to hit and just go for Glen Elendra afterwards, to be honest. Yeah, going for the win. What could I get? Ultimate price, go for the throat. Yeah, so no creatures there. And yeah, I'm just going to drop Glen Elendra. This is going to help protect from anything that could happen. Oh, don't do it to me, Anthony. Don't do it. If there's an Eldrazi, I'm going to be crying. But that said, if there is an Eldrazi, shuffle it back in and then bribery it out. Ulamog would be a problem for me here, because if he has Ulamog, he can kill off... Now, even then, I just put it across the True Name, don't I? So, I have a bit of a lock. There we go. Got the win. Evidently doesn't have an Eldrazi. And didn't want to show me his last 4 cards. I keep coming back to the sideboarding screen and keep saying the same thing. I've got nothing to do, so let's head back in. I am interested in what he had in hand, because there just wasn't very much that he showed me other than the Terastodon that indicates that Pattern of Rebirth and Natural Order is worth running. So I'm wondering what else he's got hidden away in there. Okay. Bribery is a strong card, and with the ramp I can get Bribery turn 4. Is that good enough? Look, I'm going to be brave. We're going to keep, and we're going to go for the turn 4 Bribery and hope that that is just good enough. Natural Order is going to beat me, but... Of course, drawing the land. Time Twister, okay. We're going to leave that on top, because if this plan doesn't work, I will need an out. Yeah, good point. Went for the ramp when he was about to die. So he had some kind of a plan, it just wasn't enough to save him. Okay, a little bit of ramp there. Can't Natural Order next turn, so I've still got a little bit of time. So this is the hold your breath, hope we get 2 turns to Bribery. Okay. Sword of Body Mind's a nice draw because it means I should be able to equip and swing with a sword whatever I happen to steal from him. If that happens to be Terastodon, I can swing straight past his elephants. Oh, and he has nothing. Alright. Charge counter up my relic. Let's make some mana. And it's going to be Bribery on you. Alright, what have we got? Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger. Exiles the top 20 plus Sword of Body Mind means 1 swing and he is dead. The other option being Terastodon and just keeping him down. I like 1 turn swing and die. It's indestructible. The only way he gets it is Terastodoning away a bunch of my lands and then... Yeah, I tell you what, I'm going to Ulamog. Because it's I win next turn. I don't think there's any better way than just Sword of Body and Mind, win next turn. Now, of course, he's just trying to figure out how he stops Ulamog. He doesn't know he's only got 1 turn. He might have it. There could be a Path to Exile coming here. But we're going to make him have it. We play a land. Play a sword. And he's F6'd. That's it. Exile 20. Take 12. Mill 10. Your turn, sir. And that should be that. Alright. Very nice. Okay, so that's it. We've had quite a good run. 3-0, and bribery has certainly earned its place today. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching a bit of draft with me. And I'll catch you next time.